as we begin this year, I was encouraged by Natasha to think through, can we have a verse for the year? And what better way to start the new year than we're anchoring ourselves in Scripture? So this midweek memo, I'd love to share with you our verse for the year. And it is, Natasha, tell us, what is our verse for the year?
Well, John, hello. Our
Hello.
verse of the year is taken from the book of Ephesians, which we will be continuing to look at throughout this coming year. And so when Steph and I were looking for a verse that could really be a verse that our church could hold on to this year, we were looking at the first few chapters of Ephesians, and we landed on verse 16 of chapter 4 in Ephesians. And let me read that, this wonderful verse. It's packed full of good stuff. And this is how it goes. From him, the whole body, joined and held together by every supporting ligament, grows and builds itself up in love as each part does its work. So it's a verse, it's full, but it's also a powerful verse for us to hold on to as a church.
Now, Natasha, thank you so much for making this suggestion. I thought it was brilliant. I think it ties in with so many things. Tell us, you've given a bit of the background of why you've chosen this, but would you help us just pull out some of the key things for us as we start this new year of why you've chosen it?
So I think that probably our whole sense at the moment is feeling very isolated from each other and yet seeking to be connected. And as you know, over the last few months, we've been working on that, the relationship of the isolation moving to being connected as a church and building our relationships through that. And this verse does talk about all those things. And I would highlight particularly at the start of this year, the start of the verse, which talks about the fact that it says from him. So everything comes from God and everything else comes out of that. And he is the start. He is the starting point from him. And then it talks about the whole body. So it's kind of, it's not bits left out. It's not just some of the body. It's the whole body that's joined and held together. And then
beautiful language of connection, isn't it?
Absolutely.